start with the big one, Liverpool versus Manchester City. Now, of course, results aren't going the way of Liverpool, and no one expected for them to start this way. What do you think are the factors behind the way Liverpool have been playing and, in fact, losing so many matches?
Yeah, it's surprising, as you said. Nobody expected this at the start of the season. We kind of thought that when you spend more than £400 million on a title winning team, that they're going to just be even stronger, even better than they were last year. When, let's be honest, they won the league quite comfortably. So it really is shocking to see how much they're struggling, having lost so many games at this stage of the season. What, 5 of their 11 matches so far, which is just incredible when you think they only lost four, I think, over the
Yeah,
entirety of last season,
last
and
week.
two of those. Yeah, and two of those were in the last few games when they'd already won the league. So it's been a shocking struggle, let's put it like that, because I don't think they've become a bad team overnight, obviously, because we saw, I think, even against Aston Villa last week, and then in the midweek Champions League game against Real Madrid, I thought they were really, really impressive, and we saw a glimpse of what Liverpool were and what they might become as well. But there are definitely issues which we had already seen in previous defeats and that were kind of ruthlessly exposed by a Manchester City team that is on the way back up. And there are problems, I think, I think if you look on the right hand side, if Salah, is not scoring or assisting, then it's kind of hard to justify him not really doing much defensive work, because then that leaves someone like Connor Bradley exposed to a player like Jeremy Doku, as we saw at the Etihad yesterday. So that was a problem. I think Konate as well is contributing to that, because on the right side of the defence, he's not playing well at all. I think there's still some issues. We can say that Dominic Soboslai and Gravenberg are playing well, but Alexis McAllister doesn't quite look back to his best, even though he had a good game against Madrid. So the balance of the midfield as well, we've talked a lot about, because Florian Wirtz was supposed to be in there as the number 10, but he's been moved out to the left wing because he's kind of struggled with the intensity of the Premier League in particular. So there's a lot of just issues, isn't it? There's a lot of little problems all over the pitch. And like I say, I still think Liverpool will probably come strong, but as the season progresses. So I think I would say that their Premier League title challenge, their defence is over. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did some damage in the latter stages of the Champions League. They're a team at the moment that look better in Europe than they do in England, and maybe that's because of the new signings as well. So there are issues there. But let's say in a few months, when Isak, for example, is fully up to speed, and if he clicks, all of a sudden things might look a lot better for Liverpool. But right now, during this international break, Arne Slot has a lot to worry about and a lot to work.